And if you're down for more infotainment, information, and entertainment, like and subscribe in between the lines. What is happening with Indiana and what is happening with Kurt Cignetti as far as ranking? I thought about this today. Dare we say that Kurt Cignetti is up there with the Dabo Sweeties of coaching, up there with the Ryan Day of coaching, up there with the Coach Kirby Smart of coaching? Because I know Ryan Day has one national championship. Dabo Sweetie has two in the modern era, last 10 years. Kirby Smart has two in the last 10 years. But when I look at the job that Cignetti has done when he came over or when he signed or became the head coach of the Indiana Hoosiers, this is a magnificent coaching job. Your boys, and I'm not knocking Ohio State at all, but in my opinion, last year, and it's within the rules, they bought a national championship with the talent, and that's cool. There's nothing. And Ryan Day coached his butt off. Nothing negative. And this year, it was done a little bit different. I'm not saying that Cignetti didn't pay his players. He sure did. Those guys were well compensated. But nobody is saying that they bought a roster. What he did, he meshed a lot of talent. He meshed a lot of egos. He had a fit to fit his system and players he went out and got, and they coached him up. They coached him up, and now we are talking about college football, Vaughn, and we have to say managing a roster. Now we have to say paying the right players. Now we have to say, do you have enough money to pay this position or that position? The landscape of college football has changed, and I don't know if we'll ever see a dynasty like the old Oklahoma dynasty or the old Alabama of the 60s and the 70s, or even the Nick Saban Alabama dynasties that's going to win 3 championships in 5 years or 2 in 3 years. Just getting in the playoffs now, I think you have to give kudos to some of these coaches because it's a lot of parity.
Yeah, I got a few things to respond in regards to that. For one, I think Cignetti is the best coach in college football.
Okay, I
Uh,
can't argue.
for
And so that's enough. That's enough. What is it? I think about 31, 32 games. I mean, are you? If you count Elon, I didn't, and if you count his tenure at James Madison, I did. I did not. But if you're going to say 30 something, maybe 33 games at Indiana, is that enough for you to go ahead and say that? And I'm just asking
yeah, I
because
mean,
I can't doubt you. I
he
can't
got
not doubt you.
what 2 losses in
Yes.
Indiana since he's been in Indiana in 2 years. This is the difference. You named Dabo, you had named Ryan Day, you named other coaches.
Coach Smart.
Kirby Smart, of course, Kirby. Maybe I'm not sure about Clemson, but all these other schools had national championships, had history, got tradition, was getting 5 stars players, regardless of the coach. They program most times 80% of the time is going to be a winning program. He came in and took over somewhere nobody wanted to be. Essentially, he did the same thing that Coach Prime and Deion Sanders was trying to do in Colorado. Nobody was looking at Colorado. Nobody was looking at Indiana. He came in and started winning immediately. And not only to make the college football playoffs, but to win the Natty in the way that he's done it without Travis Hunter, but still was able to find a way, still able to find him a quarterback that became the Heisman in Fernando Mendoza, lead a championship. But I will say this, and shout out to Marley. He kept on discussing, the average player, and this might be a model with all the things that's going on with the NCAA right now, especially college football. The average player on that Indiana team age was 23. So a lot of these guys either came from James Madison or he found guys that's been in college a few years, very mature, maybe overlooked at once, but they was hungry to win and be a part of something that was gonna last forever. So kudos to them guys for buying in, being a real team and getting it done. But they going against 17, 18-year-olds. We joke on Carson Beck being he graduated 2 years ago and playing in the national championship. So
Right.
I think Cignetti he found a loophole, which again I don't care how he did it because Indiana ain't never done it. So if that's the case, Purdue might need to start doing this. Mississippi State might need to start doing this. Baylor better start doing this. Whoever,
that is the thing.
It's going to be a new. I think it's a new wave in the NCAA if they taking notes and being smart. And going into Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban talked about, he didn't just wait until the first season to just buy into Indiana. He said he had to see what Cignetti was doing. He talked to him. He understood. And you don't just throw money like Lane Kiffin is doing to college players, because guess what? You can get the highest ball. And then this even going to Ohio State. The fact that you have the most talent, or you bought the most talent, don't make you a champion. You still got to go out there and win the games. So it's still an accomplishment to win that championship. I don't care how much the roster is. Just like saying, I don't care how old the players are. They still got to go out there and win. However, I think Cignetti been saying, like, hey, if they want to make a lot of money, then this ain't the place. But if they want to come in and win and be a part of a team and do something historic, this is the place to be. And that's how he was able to accomplish it without the 5 stars athletes. And, now they're national champions.
Well,